We're now going to move on to connected series. So we're going to use the same drill setup, and we're going to start handstand, step down, back handsprings. The gymnast should start in a lunge position so they have plenty of room. Stretch back and up to the mat. Good. You want to make sure that their feet are stepping down in a reasonable area so that they can jump back and not miss their hands. Good. Again, this is just teaching them to have quick turnover in their connected series, whether you handstand, back handspring, back walkover, back handspring, or back handspring, back handspring, all the way up through layouts. Good. You can see there was a little bit of undercut, which is why your hands landed close to the mat. Again, you want the gymnast to learn how to stretch their series out on the beam. After getting comfortable with that, we then place our floor beam in front of this mat. So that they're going to do the handstand step down on the red beam. It's very important that the gymnast sees their feet as they're stepping down. Placement of both feet on the beam. Very nice. By learning this right away in just a drill, the gymnast is getting confident in their foot placement. If their feet are always on the beam, they're never going to wipe out, and that is the biggest fear on a flight series. So as she steps down right here, she needs to see both feet. Good. And Maddie? See the back foot and hold. And last one. See both feet and stretch. Good. Very nice. Again, this is just helping the gymnast get confident in the connection. One of the most scary skills on balance beam is that first connection of a back walkover, back handspring, or two back handspring. This way the gymnast gets confident in the connection area. The next progression for connected series on balance beam is moving it to the low beam, focusing on the connection. Brittany's going to start with a handstand, step down, back walkover. Controlling the handstand, transferring the weight front to back, and hold. That's the lead up for the back walkover, back walkover. The transition does not have to be fast. The weight has to transfer from the first foot to the back foot. Go ahead. Push tall in the back, handstand, first foot. Oh, try one more time. On this connected series, again, it's very important to control the back walkover, show the positions, transfer, push tall, and lunge. Excellent. The next step is moving to the handstand, back handspring. Showing the connection position first, Maddie's going to do a handstand step down to the correct position. Right here. Okay, chest is up a little bit, bottom's under. The most important part is that the thighs are squeezing, activating those inner thighs so that the hips are always square. Just going to move into the handstand, back handspring. See the feet, activate the thighs, and hold. You're fine. Good. Let's do one more. See the feet. Good. Again, when they first start these connections, I do feel that it's appropriate to spot to get them comfortable. But as far as beam goes, I do feel like it's important to empower the athlete, helping them learn this skill on the low beam until they're comfortable to move it up to the next beam. The next progression is moving to back walkover, back handspring. Kayla and Stephanie are going to demonstrate. Again, showing that appropriate position, squeezing the inner thighs in between. Push tall, control, and hold. Good. And Stephanie? When first learning the back walkover, back handspring, it is okay for them to show that handstand position in the back walkover. And it becomes a handstand, step down, back handspring, and hold. Good. Very nice. Again, the connection on a back walkover, back handspring does not need to be fast. It just needs to be fluid at first. So we're going to move into back handspring, back handspring. Maddie's going to show us the appropriate position, doing a slow connection. Back handspring position, go. Good. It's very important that the gymnast learns to hold that position nice and tight, squeezing the inner thighs, putting the body where she wants it. Let's try one more time. Hold and go. Hold. Good. And Stephanie? Again, when teaching a back handspring, I stress the point of not going too fast, just nice and smooth. A good rhythm. Good. Very nice. can see that nice, slow, smooth rhythm. For gymnasts that don't back handsprings or can't arch like Dana, we do cartwheels, stretching out, hitting the same position, inner thighs tight, and hold. Okay, do the first cartwheel again and show the landing position. Right here, it's important that Dana keeps her thighs close together because if this thigh comes out, she loses her balance and again loses the connection. And then into the second one, she swings forward, stretches it out, squares her hips, and lands. Adding a flight element to that series, she's going to do cartwheel roundoff. Same position out of the cartwheel, she's going to stretch out, squeeze her inner thighs, squaring, stretch, and round off. Very nice. After learning the elements on a low beam, we then progress through the balance beams going up with stacked mats all the way up to the high beam when the gymnast is ready, making sure they're doing enough repetitions on each balance beam so they're confident and comfortable so that when they get to the high beam, I'm not having to spot.